Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very surprising episode of Onigiri. One that has caught me off guard this morning. So, I believe 6 hours ago on Twitter, or about 7 hours now, because it's 1 o'clock now, there was a post by the Onigiri Twitter, and it states, US PS4 Onigiri. The Japanese and US servers of Onigiri are planned to be combined on October 29th, 2021. So, at the end of this, happy October, by the way. So right before Halloween, we are going to get I'm trying to say this here. We're going to get a joint server. So basically, the current server that I play on, and the PS4 / PS, it's available on Ps5. I just say PS4, PS5. But basically, the PlayStation servers of Onigiri for both English, US, North American, whatever you want to call it. Because they say US, but we have like people from Brazil, we have people from Canada, and we have US. So I always say North American. North American Onigiri and good old Nihongo Japanese Onigiri are joining together. So, yes, there is a future, absolutely. And I'm loving all these things. They're not closing our servers, absolutely. So, now that that's said, oh my frig, there's so many friggin' things pop up on the screen. Now that that's said, I'll put Leviathan away because she'll talk too much while I'm talking, and that's not good. Okay, so, Aoi will too, but she's cute. So what does this mean? What is this implication? You guys in the chat, you are screaming, you are loving this. That's really good. It's good to see from all of you. I'll pull up the chat on my phone right now as we settle in and we welcome more people. You're right on top of it. You're exactly what I'm hopeful for. And that's going to be the big compromise. And that's going to be the biggest point of contention. So, in their post, I'll continue to read it. It says some prices, they put 2 hours, so some prices in the shopping plaza will change as a result. Please check here for details. I'm going to click on this for details because I didn't do that earlier. Alright, so is there more details? Alright. There will be maintenance on the 29th, so there'll be maintenance. So that's that. So it will elaborate. Current existing character data will remain unchanged, so that's fine, all good and dandy. When the servers are merged, the price of some shopping plaza items may change. About character names. For characters in either the Japanese or Taiwan servers who have name duplicates, the notation _JP/_US will appear behind the characters' names where identical. In addition, all characters will receive a character name change ticket as a gift. So, that's a good point. So, let's say, let us say that there was an Aurelia on JP. They would become Aurelia hard bracket _JP bracket. And I would be _US bracket. And that would be to differentiate the two. Like if such interlaps or overlaps occur, which they bring up, so there must be some. It is kind of stupid, but because the JP one is original, so they would get. Oh, you do? True. No, you will. Anyway. I used to own it on PC, actually. On the PC server, I took it right away. Every time a new server came out, I would just take Aurelia. Like Steam, Aurelia. Or I would just take it on everything. Anyway. And everyone's going to receive a name ticket anyway, so everyone can change their identity if they want. So it says, about name succession. Oh, you bitch! Oh, no! Okay. Alright. Oh no. So during the 1029 maintenance, name change status will be reset. There is, so that means like, you know, you had to wait like a month to do it before, like they'll probably take that away. There is no change in the maximum number of name changes. Also, name succession status will be cleared automatically in the future. Oh my god! Oh my god, this is huge! Oh no! That's funny. Alright, so, here's the thing. Like, for everyone, like, I mean, for the past month, where's Amaterasu? Does she even exist? So, what's got me laughing is, okay, so I don't know what you're asking me to explain, but anyway, before, like, you could only change your name once every month, like, that's part of the ticket. Like, if we pulled that up real quick, the name change ticket, I don't even know what that is. I think it's in here somewhere. Special items, maybe. Name change ticket. Yeah. You may not change the character's name more than once per month. So that's what they're talking about. Like, there's a limit. So let's say someone just changed their name, but let's say they changed it to Miyamoto Musashi, and there's a Miyamoto Musashi on JP. Then they get that annoying little annotation next to their name. They would then be allowed to change their name again if they want to within the month. There would be no hard penalty to changing your name. Just like if you had like a really bad offensive name and a GM came and said, hey, change your name, you would not be subject to this limitation. So that's something they're talking about. Like, there is no limit on the name change at this point when that happens. Also, now it says name succession. So it states that there is no change in the maximum number of name changes. So I don't know if there's a maximum name change you can do. I don't know what that is. Also, name succession status will be cleared automatically in the future. So I know that's your name. That's why I brought it up. So it says name succession status will be cleared automatically in the future. I think this is talking about titles, because that's succession. This is your succession. I am Kato Kiyomasa, the 586th. This is the biggest, and they're bringing this up. So all titles are going to be reset. Okay? So on whenever this maintenance clears, everyone has to run to fucking, her name isn't Kaguya, her name is Amaterasu, and get your title back. Because there's going to be a fight. Now, we already know that if you're inactive for a month's time, you lose your title. That's always in effect. But now that our server numbers are, let's assumably say, it mentions Taiwan as well, but let's say our server number doubles, if not triples, there's going to be a big fucking fight for titles. Like, some titles have a limitation of 55 people holding it. Like, all you sword users, you pretentious group of people that fight with everything, there's going to be a fight. I don't know where Amaterasu is on this island. But titles have a limitation. So, why does he remind me of that guy from, like, that game, the show there? He fights demons, he uses a sword. Demon Hunter, Sword Hunter, Demon Slayer. He reminds me of Demon Slayer. His color. Anyway, I don't know where Amaterasu is, actually. Here. Is she even? There she is. I see her now. I'm gonna go talk to her, and we're gonna go have a look at this. Amaterasu. How you doing? Tiddles. So, for whatever reason, if people want a Kumagawa, you can have 800 people having Kumagawa. That's not a problem. Everyone in the whole damn server can have Kumagawa. That poses no issue at all. Now, if we get to some better titles, there's still, like, blocks and shit. So better titles, I'd probably pass a whole bunch I don't know about. Tomoe Gozen's for what, bow? Only 200 people could have this. The Spear and Bow Affinity title. So if so many people wanted to have this, only 200 could have it, and that could cause a problem. That's probably not too big a thing. My title doesn't show up here, so I made a Keiji. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, that's Sword Affinity. Some people are probably going to be, like, delegated to there. Yes, the update will be a war for titles. It will be. Because they said they're not going to change the maximums. Um, what are the important ones here? Date Mazamune. That is one of the most high. I'm surprised, actually. I'm very surprised that Date Mazamune or Date Mazamune is this open. If this is the current case, there's no problem. Well, maybe. But realistically, there should be no fight for Date Mazamune, which is like one of the best Axe titles and Odachi titles and Sword titles. We'd probably lose population-wise. This is going to be high contention. Like Miyamoto Musashi. Now, realistically, they should have just doubled this, to be honest, because every time I get questioned about, oh, what title should a Twin Sword player get, I tell them this one. It actually has 11 open spots. This is blowing me away. I can't imagine that. That's really surprising. This will be fuller than a can of Chef Boyardee. Like, there will be no room for this. There's going to be a fight for this. If you're a Twin Sword player, and honestly, for a lot of high-end Twin Sword players, losing 60% affinity could throw them off the edge. It could fuck them right up. Because this is like their only title in the game. So that's going to be a big battle right there. Like, take this as a warning, a precursor that they can make an event item Amaterasu. No, she's on the map now. But really, take this as a precursor that when this merger, after that maintenance, the first thing you do is go right to Amaterasu and take your title. Now, I'm going to say a don't, and every single one of you are going to do this, or any single one of you that are assholes are going to do this, is there are going to be people that have titles eligible on alts, and they are going to run on all their characters, go right to Amaterasu, and just snatch these all up. We've seen it before. It's like foreign people buying real estate. It's fucking bad. Or really, it's like someone buying up a neighborhood yet not living there, and it's just anyway that just bugs shit at me. But yeah. So realistically, guys, only take like a title for yourself. Don't like hoard titles. Assuming you can get titles in all your alts and all that shit. Just focus on the ones you play. Like, if you play 6 characters, that's on you. I don't mind. Like, if you have 6 120 plus characters that you actively play on because this game is your life, go right ahead. But if you just got a bunch of resonance alts, just leave them alone. But basically, just grab your stuff. I know. I put it out there. But people don't watch me. So. If only this sort of problem were to happen and we had JP support to yell at Cyberstep and get the whole title succession limit removed. If only that didn't happen as a subset of these actions and show how broken of a system it is, that maybe they get rid of it and change things for the better, because now they have the voice of their mainlanders on our side. Oh no. But yeah, basically, day one, if titles do reset, just go grab them. Because the thing is, even if this were to happen, people would have to be incredibly meticulous about it and log into all their alts at least like once a month. Like, I know. Oh man. Could you imagine? Like, we're gonna see things like just the JP people just talking shit. I hope. That'd be funny. Like, oh, look at all these fucking stalls. Like, oh, that'd be funny. Like, oh, look at this fucking... They're gonna go up them steps and be like, they live like this? So yeah, just if titles reset, get them back. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Anyway, so there's that. The next issue, they probably do. I mean, we do. I mean, we're all humans here. What's next? So, as we talked about earlier, or it was mentioned in the chat by Ultia, the Nyan Koropan is going to change. Like they talked about pricing of items in the exchange shop. No, the exchange shop. The shopping plaza will change. As we know, or as I know, on JP, the amount of OC needed to roll is 200 at a minimum. Us, it's 160. Like if you do a 5 pull, it is 200. If you do a single pull, it is 50. It's actually 50 in JP. It's more expensive over there. There have been some times where we've gotten updates where they will not change the pricing for the Nyan, and we get Japanese pricing. They should merge Switch with Ps4. I mean, at this point, we could have a global server. Like, I would have no problem with that, to have all the consoles playing together. Like, sure, I'd love that. Merge Switch with Steam. Merge, like, I mean, they're already merged, but merge the Steam and Switch with PS4. Merge them all together. Have a goddamn MMO. Just go into their office, tape all their servers together, and make them work. So yeah, so we're going to see changes to pricing for OC. So expect them to do something. They might even do a complete rebalance. This is their chance at a great reset. They could do whatever they want. Now, this comes as a double-edged sword, and one of the swords is softer than the other, one of the edges. So, basically, the Nyan is going to cost 20% more. And that's just how JP lives, and they whale more than we do. So we're just going to have to work those extra hours, or get those extra serbs, and put it to good use. Not only that, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's going to send you right to the curb. It's going to make you homeless before we know it. Alternatively, JP has 10 OC restores. Now, best case scenario, we get 10 OC restores. Worst case scenario, we get 200 OC Nyan and 30 OC restores. Worst case scenario, pre-order canceled. We're in shit town and nothing gets better. Elect a new government, shit goes worse. So, on that joke of electing a new government, we would then have new GMs. We would have Japanese GMs and American GMs. And there might be a bit more activity going on. JP still gets love. We're going to get some good-ass fucking login calendars. We're going to get login calendars like every 2 months or every 2 weeks or something. Or every, like, once a month that give you, like, 250 OC, a shit ton of tickets. They get all the love in the world if you've ever played on JP. You log in, you just get a random event. Oh, man, we typoed something. Here's, like, 500 OC. Like, they just get showered and stuff. We are just void of any of that stuff. Like, it's not the fact that they get godly compensations, it's the fact that they get compensations, period. So, we're going to get compensations. We're going to get good compensations. We're going to get good login calendars. We're going to get new events. They're not going to rerun, like, we're at the point in the game, and this is a good point to be at, where story has not been updated in like 2 years, apart from what happened on the moon there with Orihime. Right. So, with this case, if we can get all the players on the same page, we might start getting some story. We might start setting some good reduxes, some good reruns. We could get Yogg again. We could get 150 Oda. We could get a whole bunch of things. Yeah, it could lead to fixing. Are they going like some things are going to get fixed? There's going to be a cacophony of voices of all dedicated players. At this point in the game, I believe that end game dedicated players outnumber the average everyday free-to-play enjoyer, let's say, like hyper casuals. The game is more or less, you know, people are 120 plus. People know what they're doing to some extent. People are invested. This game's been out for years. And JP is even more so. They're a higher level than us. They have more stuff than us. And I don't blame them. Legit, if we get 10 OC restores, man, like, I'll be 138 if we get 10 OC restores. Like, legit. If we get 10 OC restores, alright, man, I will. I will try to, man. But if we get 10 OC restores, to put that in perspective, when I first leveled to 130 back in the day, when I first went from 129 to 130, when 130 was the equivalent of 130, 131, and 130 and half of 131, that was like 400 billion experience or something like that. Some crazy number. And it's still kind of a crazy number at this point. I mean, anyway, that would have cost the average player on PS4 that had 30 OC restores, it costs around $400 worth of restores. To put that in a Japanese perspective, you cut that number in 3 and you get 125, 130. Like, fucking chump change. Like, I pay more than that to put 1,000 OC into the game now because of taxes and Canadian prices. Like, for me to put in 1,000 OC, it cost me 150. Where else it used to cost me 100, and now it costs me 50% more to participate in the monetary actions in this game, in supporting this game. Everything costs 50% more. Now, I make a lot more than I did back in the day. When I was playing Onigiri for all those years, I had $8,000 to my name, and that was it. Now, that I go through that very quickly. Like, that is not that big a deal. Like, I generate, like, that's why you guys notice that I'll roll more, I'll spend more, whether it's Genshin or Oni. I have a lot more, I'm better off financially, so it doesn't bother me. Before, I was on a limited income that I had to spread out for a long time, and gacha games are bad, in a way. But now it's just, things are good for me, so I'll spend more. You guys saw me roll for Shikibu. Shikibu was like 1,500 for me, like $1,500. And that got me like 5 different Vanguards, like maxed out. It was a good time. But I would have never done that years ago. But now with this 10, if we do get the 10 OC restores, it's going to be fantastic. Like, honestly, 10 OC restores killed PC. It kills every console it gets to. This is the double-edged sword, okay? 10 OC restores kills the game because things that should cost X amount are going to cost 1/3 the price. Now, it's a good thing to get them. It's an absolutely good thing to get them for us. For JP, it's how they live. If they put in 30 OC restores or even 20 OC restores for JP and Taiwan players, they're not going to spend. Why would they spend 3 times the amount when they spent 1/3 before? Complete shitstorm. So, if this 10 OC restores comes to pass, leveling will be nothing for us. Rolling will be 20% more expensive. But for a lot of endgame players that already have KG, that already have their Vanguards, they have their Miyamoto, they have what they need, we don't roll anymore. There's nothing more we need. They can put out Sublimes, that's about it. But what's a Sublime to a Vanguard? Like, a lot of the times, you know, you could just be a Vanguard. But other times you be yourself. But for the most part, it's not really Vanguards that a lot of us need. It's Sublimes, it's fun things to get, things to spice up your life. And that might cost a little more, but restoring, if we get 10 OC restores, restoring costs like very, very little. It's chump change. It's basically $1 to restore versus $3 to restore. $30 is equivalent to $30. Like, $30 is $90. Like, it's fucking crazy. You're carried 125? Fuck, man, you're 125. That's good. I remember long ago, I raced a guy for 125. I think I got it second, but like back when 125 was the cap, we had a fever on a weekend, and I remember going to 125. That's a big deal. Okay, so there is more in this post, and I'm going to keep going with that. So just to reiterate, duplicate name change tickets might happen. Duplicate name changes. If two players have the same name, they'll have the... Is that my tidal wave? That's Leviathan's attack. They stole that. And it goes faster than Leviathan's attack. So if two characters, if there's a JP Aurelia and a US Aurelia, both of them will get a little tag at the end of their name saying if they're US or if they're JP. And everyone's going to get a name change ticket upon reset, regardless. Next thing we got to talk about is, and this is going to happen 10/29, the maintenance, so it's probably going to happen right before November. It's probably going to take a day or two, in my opinion. So next thing, all dungeon rankings are going away. All dungeon rankings are going away. They are being reset. So if you have any famous times that you're very proud about, you're a speedrunner, you are a speed demon, this is what you do in this game. If you want to preserve any of those times, go take a picture now and put it on your fridge and get your mom to sign it. Because after the end of the month, or by November, all times and records will be gone. Yes, Anthony. I know. He's everywhere. So, all times will be reset. Now, exactly. So, we're just gonna have to, maybe we'll take a day after reset and just go do some times. Like, maybe we'll take a day and we'll just go, like, do some speed running. Like, you know, just go try it out. But yeah, all the times are gonna go away. So if you're a speed demon who only exists to get new times, and you wake up to get new times, and whatever you do, you get a whole chance to play the whole game again. So that's great. Also, all RTA will be deleted. It straight up just says RTA ranking entries will be deleted. They're not being reset. They're just getting yeeted. They're like, fix Blitz, do this, whatever they put in JP. Deleted. Gone. They're just fucking gone. Okay, so that's pretty much what it says. Then it says, the above contents and schedule are still subject to change due to technical details. We sincerely apologize for the difficulties this may cause, and we appreciate your patience and understanding. Thank you for your attention. So, who should be mad about this? No one, because they're not deleting the damn server. They're not giving us what they said to PC when they said, oh, we can't merge your game, we can't transfer the data, we can't do that. Well, fuck, they're doing it now. Why? Because PS4 spends the big bucks. That's why they can't lose us, they can't lose JP, console gamers, fucking pride. Anyway. Just being a little shitlord. I don't want to stand on the ground. This is really a jab at Cyberset for not preserving the others. I don't want to say that this is, oh, fuck all the other users, like, rip them. But, yeah, like, have some PS4 pride is all I want to say. That they're keeping us around. That's good. My life savings. I technically did. But some people spend more than me in like a fucking month. But I did. I had $8,000 to my name, and by the time I got a job, I was down to about $2,000. But that's like buying food, buying everything, buying games. But anyway, yes, $5,000 made them go. But anyway, yeah, I'd say I'm probably at 10,000 invested at this point, probably. Cause like you guys notice, like I'm very frugal. Like I'll use tickets, I'll use my Yozaroos. Like for KG, I didn't roll that thing for fucking ever. I got KG in and out 600, was very safe. Some people told me they spent $2,000. So, that's interesting. So, to recap again, all dungeon times will be gone. They'll be reset, and they're going to be fresh for everyone to do. I think my dehumidifier just turned on. Let me go shut that off, because it's getting hot in here. Okay, so another good implication that resetting the dungeon times is going to present is we're going to get an accurate view of our player base, of our new player base. We're going to get an accurate number. So let's say a new Purgatory comes out, right? Like, let's say Purgatory Day 10 Ryu were to come out in the near future. And people want to get Day 10 Ryu Purgatory weapons, right? Most, if not all, endgame players will run that dungeon. JP, PC, or JP, or North American. All the PS4 players, basically, are going to play that dungeon. And after that month goes by, we are going to get an accurate number of how many people we have. Now, mind you, some people will run in parties and that will skew the numbers, but we'll be able to see how many entries we get. And let's say there's 60 entries and all parties are 5-man parties in Oni mode. Well then, that's 300 people. Well, that's the thing. If we all summon our shit and all that stuff, they don't show up anymore. You don't see other people's mounts. Like, this guy could have a Mountain of Vanguard out. I don't see them. I don't see them at all. I guess I do see this Vanguard. But, in Onigashima, you don't see everyone's mounts. Although, I wish that the Mighty Burn didn't make a sound. Because there are people that summon Mighty Burn and they freaking walk like this. Like, they just, one step, one step, one step, and he goes, Oh my god, it drives me up the wall. I hate that shit. Oh my fuck. Okay, so... Right, so dungeon rankings are getting reset. RTA is just getting BTFO'd. Name changes and name change tickets will be given out. A Purgatory Tiamat. Be interesting. I mean, we already do that without crit anyway. People would have that so down pat unless they change his patterns. Legit. Because, I mean, we didn't even use Vanguards in there anyway, so... Yeah, names. So the shopping plaza prices could change. What we're expecting to see is, and this is really all up to Cyberstep. Like, if they want the game to live, they'll do what they have to do. If they want it to die, then they're wasting a lot of their fucking time. If we come out of this and it's 200 OC, 30 OC restores, the game is dead by 2022. If we get 200 OC, 200 Neon Coropon and 10 OC, then the game's fine. The game will do great. Because, like I said earlier, giving us 10 OC restores is going to be Christmas every month. Like, it's going to be Boxing Day sales, like, out the wazoo. Black Friday sales every day. But if they give us 30 OC restores, JP is going to be like, what the fuck is this? I'm not going to spend a dime. Because it's like they're paying 3 times as much. It's not going to look good. The Neon Coropon, 6 OC restores? Jesus. 6? That's ridiculous. But yeah, like, I think 6 to 10, fuck, they might as well make it 5. Jesus Christ. 5 OC restores. Wouldn't that just make 4 restores fucking useless? Jesus Christ. Because we get 10 OC. We get what, 8 OC every day? I think JP gets 10 OC every day. Like login? Interesting. They're gonna make restores paid OC. Fuck's sake. Like, if it was 10 OC, I could restore 96 times, man. Holy fuck. 96 times. That's ridiculous. Jesus Christ. Oh. Hey, Dark Rose, how you doing? Right. Now, I don't think they're going to keep the Nyankoro Pond 1600 or 160. Just because they're mentioning that prices of shopping plaza items may change. So they call it shopping plaza items. We know what that is. Like, I don't think they're really talking about anything in here. Oh, they did rename the Toshi pack. They did. When they put out the post saying, "Oh, the Toshi pack is the wrong name." Where's the Keiji pack? Is it gone because I bought it? Toshi. Katsui. Oh, wow. Huh. Mighty Burn. Okay. I wonder what JP pricing is like now for like certain items, right? Like Yorimitsu swimsuit. That wasn't in that one. They fucked that up hard, didn't they? Really? In the all items? Rename ticket. Oh, it's down. Oh, they put it down here. Like I already bought it. They put it to the bottom. But that's something I just noticed. In the all items, for all items, Katsui. Oh, the Yorimitsu is there. Okay, never mind. I thought they got rid of it. Okay. But I didn't know they put it to the bottom. That's really cool. But I'm curious to what these prices are. Like, if these prices are going to change. Like, interesting. Was Band-Aids always 90? Yeah, it was 180, yeah. Okay, so, best case scenario, 160 Nankoro Pond, and 10 OC restores. Worst case scenario, they make it 30 OC restores. They're gonna piss off a lot of Japanese people. Like literally their base. They're gonna piss them off. So, and all the dungeon times, they cost different prices? Okay. Like hopefully it's all for the best. Hopefully it's all for the best. Like absolutely. Like if they scale it up, like they're just kicking themselves in the ass. I do. It's like this new event. I mean, as long as it's not as bad as Genshin's energy restores, that is pure fucking communism. Jeez. Are they free? You can get white wings for free, I think. The black wings are from OC campaign. I haven't fought her in like a week. But really, this update is going to be the best for the speedrunning community of both regions, because all the times get reset. But that also leads to the possibility that we might be further away from our server, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have played JP or anything like that, but there is input lag a fair amount because we might be further away from the server. We might become second-class citizens. Like, there's a chance of that. Yeah, well, it will be. It is. It's very cringy. But that is a side effect, is we might have a less stable connection to the server. The delay isn't that bad? True. But it might be bad for people that live, like, off the mainland, let's say. Like, I know that some people that play, like, from Brazil, Eastern countries, or lots of other people, like, lots of other places that play our server because it's the only option, a lot of European people, they don't get the same latency that we do, playing, you know, on the mainland of the server. So if they just make it Japanese servers that support everyone, then you could see a bit of input lag, which might drive PS5 sales, because I don't notice any lag at all. That's hard to say. Maybe. I mean, I'm just putting it out there, but it's something that we'll have to see. And hopefully will be so populated that people learn to use different channels. Because I find on our server, people just don't care. And they just fucking pollute servers to no end. But maybe with more active GMs, we'll see some shit improve. Stop being invincible. That's a lot of damage. I'd be a pretty good GM. Oh fuck! We might get fever! We might get fever time! What a preposterous thing to say. We might get fever time. Jesus Christ. Thanks, man. We might get fever time. My God, it puts a tear in my eye. I'm not even kidding. We might get fever. Imagine the bazaars, man. People are gonna have shit to sell. Like... Can you imagine the people that are like, yo, I'll sell you this Tempest for maximum money, and you can PM me for some PSN cards, and they'll be like, do you take Japanese? No, what the fuck? Like... Will they rerun KG? They have once already. They might. They're in a big business to rerun everything right now. So, I think it's for the best. Like, I'd like to hear some dissenting opinions, though. Like, if anyone is against a merger, I'd love to hear their reasons for it. I mean, it's not like something we can vote on, but I'd love to hear the opinions behind it. Like, I, for one, am fully behind this merger. I think it's a good thing, if done right. But, if anyone in the chat, and I will not persecute you, if anyone in the chat is against this, I'd like to hear some opinions about it. And they might not exist, these people, but, really, are there any cons, really? Like, that's what I'd like to hear. Like, if anyone can think of any, like, I've thought of a couple, but that just comes out of human greed and shit. But systematically, I'd be curious to see if there's any cons to this. Like, overwhelmingly bad things. I'm just a wanderer, what the heck? Thanks for getting closer. Not bad. I mean, yes, that could be a problem. But I mean, they're preparing for it, so it's their idea. They're not being forced to do it, to my knowledge. Like, I think, like, we have everything to gain from this merger. Oh, that was a big, meaty hit. Oh. Daily? You gotta do this stuff daily? Fuck. I honestly hope it goes to 6, or I hope it goes to 10 OC restores. 6 will kill the game. Like, even with 3 times the amount of players, supposedly, 6 would bankrupt them. Oh, it's these mega potions. Oh, she's super good. Like, if she's in a good... The problem with KG last time is she was in a shit unit. Like, getting her was really hard. It's high potions in it. I can't get high potions. Fuck, they don't care. But I think it's going to be fun to watch the speedrunner community just to look at rankings and stuff. Like, I think it's going to be really fun. Because there's definitely a huge player base on JP that's obsessed with rankings, just like we have them here too. I want to see those fights. I want to see those fights. Yes, please bring it forth. Please elaborate. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was just wondering if anyone had any opposing opinions to this. I'd like to hear the answer to that. Like, please take the floor and I'll elaborate and read it. Now, I can understand the Xbox perspective of, well, this happened to Xbox, and then our console promptly shut down. I understand that perspective. But at the same time, we already know that our game is on decline. It has been for years. So this isn't like, it's not Xbox bad. Like, gameplay wise, I agree. I wish all domains in Genshin were like that Misty Adventure thing where you did a bunch of exploring, found some chests, and then you did the boss at the end. But if I could take something from Genshin and put it in Onigiri, it would be the ability to run a dungeon without consuming experience or without consuming energy, and you get 0 drops. You get nothing, but you're able to run it with your friends who want to use energy. Like, to me, I think that would be the best thing. That would be the absolute best thing to hit Onigiri, would be if we could run a dungeon without energy. Just run it. You get nothing from it. You get it, like, you just get experience in Ryu. Like, well, not even Ryu at that point. You get 0 drops. Like, you just get to run it, you get nothing. No experience, no drops, nothing. But you're able to run it with your friends that want to use energy. And you can, I could take an afternoon and carry people through gargoyles. It would be no problem. Like, if we had something like Genshin lets you do that. Genshin, you can run a domain and choose not to use your energy. If we could do that in Onigiri, just run people through shit, oh my fucking god. It'd be so good. Right. So that is a perspective. I've mentioned that a couple times so far. But yes, it would be like, with the price changing, it's up to Cyberstep what they're going to do. But yes. So 200 OC, we've seen it before in our server. It happens occasionally when they mess up. 200 OC sucks. It's 20% more. However, if 200 OC Neon Koropon comes with 10 OC restores, it's a win. It's an absolute win. It's an absolute win. Right. That's a big fucking point. Absolutely. Yorozus. We've been getting shit out of Yorozus for fucking years. Years. Excellent point. We pay the equivalent of a guaranteed pity every $560 worth of tickets, worth of rolling. Every $560 you generate 170 Yorozu tickets. That is such a good point. Oh my god. Generally, and that pricing point comes, it's not even a 20% difference. I can't even make that argument. I was going to say it's like that on JP because they pay more per roll. Bullshit. It's a 20% difference. That's a fucking huge difference. That doesn't add up at all. It might, but it doesn't fucking feel like it. Really quick, let's pull up Calculator Chan and push some buttons into her. Right. 200 OC rolls. Is that much? Yeah, Japan has 10 OC restores. Like, yeah, so if it is 200 OC times 120, so if you had, no, it's not that. If you have 50 OC per roll, yeah, I have seen it. It's pretty cool. 50 OC roll times 120 is 6,000? That doesn't sound right. Well, it's 50 per roll, but don't you save? I can't do the math right now. You did the math a minute ago, but I can't do it. Why would it be 6,000 OC? If you did singles. But, oh, it's 150. The discount rolls are 150. You're right. So 160. How many tickets do you get for 5 roll? You get 5 tickets, right? Right. So what's 120 divided by 5? 120 divided by 5 is 24. You have to do 24 5 rolls, basically. No. So you'd have to reach 24 5 rolls, basically. Yeah, like when we do get the discount, it will be 500 or 1,500 instead of 1,600. We've seen that a couple times. So I'm trying to math right now, and I'm just at a lot. I just woke up a while ago. I don't know if you guys know. I'm trying to get these numbers right. So you get 5 Eurozus per 200 OC. So, oh, I see. 200 times 24. Yeah, that's his math he did. 4,800. So the difference in Eurozus for getting a new Eurozu is about, yeah, even with the difference, they still win in the end. Absolutely. With us, for them, it would cost them 4,800 OC. So $480 for a Yozuru in JP because they have inflated prices. Right. Because their prices are what they are, it costs them $480 what it costs us $560. So there's a difference of $80 difference, about. Can you technically have 12 characters? Because 6 on US and 6... Technically you can have 7 characters because the RTA character exists. But, yes. Like, because all Onigiri accounts have to be on different emails, right? Oh, that's fucked, eh? That's right fucked up, eh? Like, they have to be under different emails. They have to be under different PSNs. But technically, yes, you could have that many characters, but that was also true for how many PSN accounts you had. Right? Right. So that doesn't really change, but technically, yes. If a person actively played on both servers, they could have access to both their characters on the same server, and they could trade things from one to the other, I guess? Sorta? Not really? Speaking of that, do we know if how do the bazaars work on JP? Because they have bazaars. That's a big fucking thing right there. Bazaars. Okay. JP bazaars, you are able to sell excess clothing. Like their clothing a lot of their clothing does not have non-bazaarable. Like a lot of the clothing they roll for, they're able to sell. I've seen it. They can sell some pieces of clothing. I've seen them being able to sell some accessories, some skill cards. I mean, we've been able to sell some skill cards at some point too. Even Switch can sell clothes. We're the only console that can't sell clothes. So with this bazaar fusion, with this server fusion, we also expect to see all bazaars magically emptied. They're not going to be under the same account though, Miyamoto. Like, if you have 6 characters here, 6 characters there, and they fuse, they're just going to be on the same server. You still have to log in using your JP PSN or your North American PSN. Even though they're going to be in the same server, it doesn't change anything. But that said, yeah, the bazaars are going to change. So there's also the contention of, do JP players pay their gold bazaar ticket? We're supposed to pay like 90 OC a month to maintain a bazaar, but for the past, I don't know, 2-3 years, we have gotten bazaars free. And like, they don't pay. Okay. So there could be a reset on that. There could be. They could reset that back. Now, the reason why I would say that they could reset that back, I mean, if it was on purpose, it's on purpose. But if they do reset that back, that, if it would have been in place from the start, it nips in the bud scam stalls. They don't exist. When everyone had to pay for stalls, scams didn't exist. When they were free to everyone, they existed. They generated any bit of OC, they can make them infinitely. So, like, it wasn't a thing. So, that's going to be interesting to see. But realistically, though, I really hope that with this reset, they put forth all the ideas they've been wanting to do or potentially thought of that they just didn't want to implement because, like, of future-proofing, things like that. Like, we know for a fact that when JP receives an update that's a very good update, like apparently ice knowledges are on the way whenever Aurora Lucifer returns. That's something we know. That's not going to happen anymore. That's not going to happen at all. We're all going to get it right at the start. We're also probably going to get skipped on a lot of content. Or we'll see a shit ton of reduxes. One or the other. Knowledge reduxes benefit everyone, even if they've already done it, because it gets you another chance at ornamentations, another chance at Yogg weapons, silhouette weapons, whatever things that event presents, you have another shot at them. So we're probably going to see more reduxes. This is also the best possible position to be in to have another rerun of Coats and Noah Mags. That puts us in the best position ever for them to rerun Coats and Noah Mags. They get everyone together. We get a basic update in November. We get something cool. Maybe we get a Christmas update again that's on time. Everything's going to be together. We're all going to be in the same clock. Which means we're probably going to go back to 14-day updates that we had a couple months back. Well, was it PC that had... Does JP have 14-day updates? Or do they have 30-day updates like we do? Or 3 weeks as it's been for the past while? There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee whatsoever how that's going to go. Like, we're just going to have to keep our eyes open and hope they do the best. Like, a best case scenario, perfect world, they put platinum bazaars in the game. You can sell Vanguards to people. Yes, 2-week updates are a con, absolutely. Especially for things like Purgatories. However, if I still think 2-week updates versus, I'm being loud, versus 10 OC restores more than outweighs that price. Because Exhibit A, Ps4, Onigiri in its current state, you have 2 weeks to do Purgatory, it's 30 OC restores, you're going to shell out 300 big ones every 2 weeks. That kind of sucks dick. In a bad way. Because we have to clarify that these days. Because women exist. Anyway. On the other side. I love saying on the other side. If we have like it's basically win-win. 30 OC restores with 2-week update is shitstorm time. Because then you got people trying to shell out 300 big ones within a 2-week time frame, which is only one bi-weekly pay period, which is just not an option for a lot of people. And you have to respect that. But if it's 10 OC restores every 2 weeks, that's $200 a month. Like, that's if someone wants to get that many purgatory items. Maybe they want to make the Abyss weapon. Maybe we got some big dick tryhards over here that want to make that Abyss thing. Go for it. Yeah, or you just save your money. It's one of the two. But realistically, that is a problem. Potentially for some people. So 10 OC restores. Like, realistically, I'm in the camp of if we get 10 OC restores, it's Cinco de Mayo every day. It's party time every day. It is just glory. Glory to everything. It is just glory to mankind. This fucking thing. The Mighty Burn is so worse. Like, you make one move and he's like, I hate that. Oh my god. So, a list of pros that I can just list off the top of my head right now. Cheaper Yorozu tickets will save $80 in Yozurus. Right now, if someone, like, this is... Are we going to get another update before this merger takes place? There is still... there is still a good month before this supposed merger comes. Now, they could give us an update to hold us off, because this update has been going on for, what, 2 or 3 weeks now? Or they'll just elongate it 5 weeks, or just make it last until the update. I think that's the best opinion, the best choice. Right now we have a really, really good purgatory scene. People that do purgatory Oni gargoyles, I bet they've made those weapons by now. They're doing purg every day. They're getting like 240 medals, like easy, like 700 medals a day. Like, they're loving life. If they got it extended, they're gonna make all them weapons. They're just gonna love that. That would be fantastic, Gunner. That would be awesome. Like, if after this merger, like, come November, we see a Halloween gala, oh my god, that'd be so nice. That'd be so wild. Like a Halloween style gala, that'd be cool. Or just a new gala. Just like a gala would be so good, because it would represent an ability for people that haven't played that much, been on the fence, have been put away due to whatever, this and that. They have a chance to come back to a huge celebration. They have a chance to pick up lots of mats that they could need. Like, lots of options. If we came back to a gala, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. That'd be awesome. That'd be amazing to come back to a gala. After that, be awesome. It'd be super good. Well, I mean, that's the thing. So, just to list all the pros and cons, right? Cheaper Yorozu tickets. That should come. OC restores being 10, potentially 6 OC. Super good. Login calendars are going to be JP login calendar tier. Compensation is going to exist. It's going to be damn good. We might even see a balance patch. We might even see a balance patch to skills. We might see like a big change, a big upgrade. Like, there's a lot of potential. There's going to be new time dungeon. All the records are going to be reset, so it's another chance for people to do all their times again. There's going to be more players. So that's another con. Like, there's going to be more people to run with, more people to do stuff. Because honestly, rivalry keeps this game going. Like, when you have a rival in this game, you play hard. When you don't have a rival, it's like you just, it's like, I'm pretty good. Like, you know, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna bring back players, titles reset, like lots of pros. Like the biggest ones are OC restores, Yozurus, and joint events. Like, we're gonna see a lot of good stuff. Yeah. I hope we don't get an update before the merge, just on principle that update will be cut short. That update, no matter what it is, will be cut short. If it has a purgatorium at all, it's a waste. Yeah. But we might see some damn good Nyankoro pawns. Like, really good Nyans. Like, they might, to compensate for... Yeah, we get that too. That's on our console too. Yes, more big melons, absolutely. So, you're a student of Gentoku? Oh, that's that 130-something player. They're really good? Yeah, cool. Is it Gentoku Ryobi or something like that? Right on. Yeah, really, there's lots of pros we can list. As for the cons are a lot of potential bads. The first being OC, like, the Nyan's gonna cost more. That is the only contention, that you have to pay 40 OC more per roll. Per 5 roll. Which, in the grand scheme of things, isn't that bad. I don't think that many people roll these days anymore, but people OC restore a lot, so. Another con is... I'm really struggling to see the cons here. Yeah, there's the OC. There's, the end is nigh. They might be, yeah. The rates might be better. Trying to think. What else? Oh, somebody has the Vanguard. Right on. Trying to think. Oh, cool. Yeah, twin kind of like wins out at the end. Like high tier twin players just do so much DPS, man. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of pros. Like, we're gonna see rerun events, we're gonna see stuff, we're gonna see Fever Time's gonna come back. There's gonna be lots of good stuff. I can't really see any cons. Like, there are not really any foreseeable cons I can think of, assuming Cybercept doesn't want to fuck up. Like, are there any recipes that will become easier? Not as a direct result of this, no. No. I don't know if we'll ever see a Tempest Redux. Well, I'm gonna give you a yes. Tempest will get easier. I damn well agree. Tempest gets easier. Nadir gets easier. It does. Just a little bit. The recipe's easier to get. Oh, we did just get all that overhaul for all the menus and shit, didn't we? But I will give you a yes. Recipes will get easier. Who knows why recipes get easier? I didn't think of that. Skyrunning mags do not get easier. Fused do not get easier. Where is it? Tempest recipes get easier. Tempest will get easier. You see this thing right here that states Tea of Eternal Night, Radiant Spine, Seedlings of Calamity, and Horn Sculptures? They all get easier. Why is that? Because it will take, with 10 OC restores, it's 1/3 the price for all of this stuff. When I was making Tempest, Seedlings of Calamity cost me $50 every Friday on Reward Up. That means that Seedling of Calamity will now cost like $15, $20 to get. Like, because energy restores get cheaper, anything that had an energy value attached to it becomes 3 times easier to get in an OC restore perspective. It gets easier. These 4 drops become easier to obtain. The Nadir recipes, which are energy locked behind Pergamephi, or Pergamephi, whatever he is, Purple Mephi, become easier to get because it doesn't cost as much OC per energy to receive, to obtain. So some recipes like Tempest will get adjusted. That's a good point. Some weapons will become easier. Not the fucking Shadow Stabber, that's for sure, because that doesn't take energy, it takes my energy. It takes my life force. Kotanoa Redux gets easier. These marrows will be fucking chump changed. Fuck these marrows, man. I will run like 20 runs and get like 2 of these bitches. I will get a piercing soul dungeon. Ha! Ha! Good luck with that! Ha! You'll never see one of those. Have fun with your 7 treasure mags. But yeah, Kotanoa Redux will get easier. Kotanoa Mag, I think it also takes drops. It takes like hearts and wings. That'll all get easier because if we do get the energy restores, the OC restores, 10 OC restores, Kotanoa Mag gets a lot easier to make. It's a lot less costly. 3 times easier to make. People be making these like rabbits make Nesquik. Oh, that's not going to change. You still got to get the recipe from Shooting Doji. That's still going to happen. But yeah, so basically anything that were to take energy drops becomes that much easier. And yeah, I like that song. I haven't listened to it in a while. Beyond the Boundary, I think it's called. I don't know. Can't remember. Another one that's actually really important. I don't know what it's called. Can you search? Oh my sweet Jesus. Like, and by easier, you guys know I just mean less costly, which in fact means easier. I have 4 Tempest recipes? Tempest Magatama. Beyond the Ruthless, that's what it is, yes. So, the horse mags will become easier. Does the increased bizarre pricing exist in JP? I think they have item stacking. Like, I don't think you can stack there either. We'll have to see what they do. The ball is in Cyberstep's court. Like, they can change that right now. Just because things are as they are doesn't mean that they have to be. But these mags here, like the horse mags, which are really good mags. Absolutely good mags. Like, I just need pale colored scales? Really? When did I get all this shit? The fuck? Is Tempest the middle one? Oh, Tempest is the middle one. I'm thinking the other one, Eternal Winds. Yeah, that's what it is. I was like, something's wrong here. So, yeah. Lapis Lazuli, like all these drops, Horseshoes of Wind, Charge Horseshoe, even Flag of the Demon Legion. Not Yellow Dragon Claw, though. Like, all this stuff, Frozen Hellhorn, not Purified Oil, but all the horse stuff's going to get easier to make because it's like less OC. Like, the reason why you ever watch like a JP player and you see that they have a lot of shit really quick compared to us is because things cost 3 times as much. Like, where they're a dolphin, we're a whale. Like, realistically. And this is, if we get this OC restore, it's the best. Because on one perspective, people say, well, people will have to spend less, so therefore they'll lose money. Yes. But that's compared to the people that already spend. There are a huge number of people who like rolling. They like getting characters. They do not like OC restoring. They hate that. They want all their OC to go towards getting characters. They do not want to get... They don't want to pay to restore to get stuff. However, we drop that value down 66% cheaper. There will be more people that haven't restored that will be more inclined to do so. A lot of people think, why would I restore when 10 more OC is a roll? Like, it's a big difference to them. But, I mean, if, like, let's say, for example, right now where I live, the buses cost $3 to ride. They raised that shit up a lot. It used to be like $2. Let's say you live in a world where it's $3 to ride a bus, always. And then you never rode the bus because it was too expensive in the long run or whatever. You'd rather walk. You'd rather walk at a regular pace, get it done when it gets done. Then all of a sudden, you find out, hey, it's like $1 to ride the bus. You could ride the bus every day for a month and it would be $30 as opposed to $90. And they'd be like, Nani? And then they start riding the bus. And then at that point, the bus that used to be like 50% capacity, but there was dedicated riders on it all the time, now is full of people that pay a fraction of the price. Because that is the difference of like an economics of dedicated people that are in your camp versus you made this really, really accessible. Now everybody's going to do it. And then you get, like, you might make less from your dedicated people, but you'll make more from the more flies you get. And the more people that get invested in weapons, the more people like get invested in restoring, the more people get invested in rolling. Like, they're going to be like, man, I saved so much getting all this stuff. I didn't really need that new Vanguard. I just needed to do the dungeon more or whatever. Or I've got better gear because of, things got restored. People that have coats and oil recipes that have been sitting on them for months because it's just, they have to keep up with events. It's just too much bullshit to keep up with. Now I'll be like, fuck, I'll just take an afternoon on Reward Up and just get that shit. Because I know I will. Yeah. Ours went up because they just reopened after COVID and they gave them a chance to fucking do something. Oh. So, like, yeah, things, if this merger is executed as minimalistically possible, like, as minimalistically as possible, like, we see cheaper restores and cheaper Yozaru cost, we're good. We're golden. Everything doesn't matter at that point. And this is going to come from my perspective. As someone who does not need new Vanguards, as someone who very seldomly needs a new Sublime, for someone who doesn't give a shit if a dungeon takes 3 minutes, or if a dungeon takes 4 minutes, or if a dungeon takes 5 minutes, if getting a new Vanguard makes it go down to 2 minutes. Like, as someone who doesn't give a shit about that, because things are tied to energy, and Genshin has taught me that the faster you do a domain means less playtime for you per energy, I don't care. Like, if I can do a dungeon without dying in a reasonable amount of time, like 3 to 5 minutes, whatever, I don't care that getting a new Vanguard and investing $500-600 into that character will get it done in 2 minutes. I don't give a shit. As someone with that perspective, if they just make restores happen and they make Yozurus happen, God bless America. God bless Japan. God bless Canada. God bless Guatemala. All these beautiful countries. God bless them all. That this happened. If that all comes to pass, great. Fantastic. If bazaars get improved with either item stacking or choosing prices for things, fantastic. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. If OC prices stay 160, great. If they go to 200, it's not the first time. Yes, my bruda. My bruda. Genshin Killer was here all along. Fuck. The Genshin Killer was here all along. They just had to get their shit together. Oh, that's fucking good. Jesus Christ. Fucking Cyberstep 2024, boys. Let's go. Woo. Yeah. Make Oni great again. Woo. Pretty much. Pretty fucking much. Make Oni great again, essentially. They've got if it turns out badly, Cyberstep has no one to blame but themselves. If it turns out great, Cyberstep did a good job. Like hopefully that bus analogy made some sense, but it's literally like it's like you go to a restaurant, you buy a pop for like your first pop is free, right? Like let's say we compare onigiri to a restaurant. So you have natural resin, natural energy that fills up over time. You haven't gone to the store in 24 hours or 13 hours. So your credits have restored. So you know that when you go in, you have like X amount of credits that you can go into the store and buy something. Right? Like, oh, I have enough credits to go in and I can get a drink. Okay, cool. Hey, you got a drink. They fill it up for you. You drink it. Man, can I have that was a good free drink. Can I have a refill? That'll be $3, sir. What? Why is the refill of the free drink $3? Well, it just is. Well, fuck you. I'll see you tomorrow. And then there's that meme. He leaves. He comes back. I'll get my free drink. But then you start to notice that you're getting skinny and you're not building up as much bulk. And then you see this asshole over there who's drinking whey drinks. He's putting like so much refilled like energy drink. He's getting all these proteins, steroids, ivermectin, everything, vaccines, everything's getting injected into his fucking drink. And you see this horse of a man over there who's like, I restore. I have all this stuff. Look at my fucking bulk. Look at me. I am God. I am amazing. And this guy's over there just refilling every day. And you're like, that's cool. That's fucking crazy. Fuck you. I'll see you tomorrow. Right? That's OC restores. And then they lower it. One day you come in, you get your free drink. Hey man, do you want a refill? How much is that? Oh, it's only $1. Only $1? Holy fuck. Give me some of that shit. I want to get jacked too. And then you have like Arnold Schwarzenegger too. And he's just jacked and fucked up with all this kind of stuff. And he's got gear from all these different bosses. And he's just God incarnate. And now you're sitting next to him. And it's like, nice gains, man. I'm working my way up. $1 at a time. I don't know. It's a stupid example. But, really, like, that can happen. Like, really, and that's the argument. Like, I get energy for free over time. Why should I pay for more? And then you got this guy over there with like 300 crit damage, and you're just like, yeah, man, I'm fucking jacked. That you only made 1 Kotanoa? I've made 5. Ha 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 ha. And it's just like, why didn't you just reset the ornamentations? Because fuck you! Ha ha ha! As he makes another mag and restores infinity fucking times. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, that would be something that'd be funny to see as like one of those little animated skits. I just like to see how someone imagines this guy who just restores. Fuck. No, I didn't get Kokomi. I'm not interested. I don't like Kokomi, not just like gameplay wise, I didn't really care, but I don't like Kokomi as a character. I hate her voice, and I don't want her. The way that Kokomi hard pronounces T's makes me want to bang. Like, I just, it's like chalk on a nail, but like nails on a chalkboard to me. Like, when she talked in story and she's like, there's Teppei, the leader of Watatsumi, and oh fuck, it drive me right off the wall. I couldn't stand it. Fuck, I wanted her from the leaks. Like, I thought she was cool, like Mimi or Kokomi or whatever. I thought she was really cool back then. But then I heard her talk, and I'm like, no, I can't live with that. Fuck that. Like, yeah, so no, Kokomi didn't interest me. She has like the lowest sales of like any character. And it makes sense because people went balls deep for Bale, hoping that she'll get the Zhongli treatment if she needs it. Or A or whatever. Yeah. How do you get triple ice blossom on a spear? Hey Gilbert, how you doing? How do you get triple ice blossom on a spear? So, okay. So, my first question is, you probably don't need triple if you have enough cooldown. Like, this is one of those, like, Jurassic Parks things where it's like, you know, you found out you could, but should you? But really, the question is, should you? But if you wanted to, you would have to get Icicle Blossom 5 on a weapon and level that up until you extract it to get skill card Icicle Blossom 5. And she's there. Now, I don't... Just to answer that quick thing there, I don't hate Azura. I like using Azura. Like, I think Azura is fun. I love Karma Blades. I hate Azura because he kept showing up. Because I was trying to get Miyamoto. But to get 3 Icicle Blossoms on a weapon, it's the same as any other thing. But basically, you just put Icicle Blossom 5 as a skill card. Then you put Icicle Blossom 7. Did Icicle Blossom 7 overtake 5? If so, re-put 5. Did 5 take an empty slot? Yes. Now you have Icicle Blossom 5 and 7. Here's the thing about Icicle Blossom 6. Icicle Blossom 6, I'm not sure if it comes from the skill card dungeon or not. I'm not very versed on that. But originally, Icicle Blossom 6 was only obtainable from a skill card you get in story that was also tied to Invigorate 6. So it was never really used. Or you get it from the points room. So there's a problem with Icicle Blossom, Ice Blossom 6. So if I just magically have a bunch of Ice Blossoms in my inventory that I've never used, then sure, run the event dungeon and get them. Right, so it does, okay? So basically what you're going to do is just run the Speared Skill Card Dungeon a couple times. Get yourself a sizable amount of these cards. Put on the 5, then put on the 7, then put on the 6. The 6th is... yes, Purgatory Treasures do reset every update. You have to spend those before the next update. Or they turn into junk. Basically, you're going to want to put Icicle Blossom 5 and then 7, and then only 6 last to make 6 go in that last slot, because 6 is rarer than 7. Icicle Blossom 7 also exists on Skill Card Set 2, I think. If I can find Skill Card Sets, is it 2? No, it's 3. Yeah, Skill Card Set 3, which is... anyone that rolls generally gets this pretty often, but it's pretty common, Icicle Blossom 7. So you'd go 5, then 7, then 6, in that order, hoping you get them all on. You're talking about a Ruina. So, what server do you play on, Gilbert? Are you on PS4 or are you on Switch, Steam? You're on Steam. Okay, so does anybody know if Steam has the new ice cards on them? Like the new ice skills? Like, does Steam have Ice Dragon Spiral? Like, Gilbert, if Steam has Ice Dragon Spiral, this is my honest opinion, okay? If Steam has access to Ice Dragon Spiral, you take that Ruina, you slap on some rank 7 skills. You don't think it does, but if it does, you take that Ruina, you slap on skills till it does 3 rank 7s, then you skill change that thing until you get Ice Dragon Spiral. Now you have Ice Dragon Spiral, which is twice as strong as any Ice Blossom, and you just use it. You don't care anymore. Like, that's what I did with this weapon. I made sure to always have it Ice Blossom 7, and I slapped on other 7 skills, and I skill changed. And now I have Ice Blossom 7 and Dragon Spiral. And that's like as strong as a Sublime. If Steam has the Ice Dragon Spiral, it's infinitely better than Icicle Blossom. And if in a case you don't get it from the skill change, even at a plus 100, you can still just slap on the cards you want because it lets you do that. So if you have the Ruina and it's not fully smelted yet, I would try to just slap on some 7s and re-roll and see if you can get Ice Dragon Spiral. If you do, great. Like, that's awesome. If you don't get it by the end, then just slap some cards on it, Icicle Blossom, and be done with it. I hope Purgatory Medals are exchangeable. Fuck. I really hope. Maybe that'll come. I gotta pull up the chat because I think I missed a couple good chats, good comments. Right, it's not worth resetting the smelt on a Ruina though. Ruina. And if I wanted to upgrade, example, my cross to an L, yes, it's a whole new weapon. Your skills all change. So make sure you extract your Ogies before you do anything like that, if they're valuable to you. Yeah, Anju, there's going to be a merger of JP and PS4. Onigiri. There was something I was thinking of and I was going to look at it and I can't remember. No problem, Gilbert. Oh yeah, you have 5 Satans? I don't have 5 Satans. You actually don't need 5 Satans to get the buff. But it helps. I've been wanting a 5th Satan, but it just doesn't exist for me. It's happening at the end of October, right before Halloween. It's, for the most part, if we get 10 OC restores, it's going to be amazing. That's like case in point. If we get the Yozuru change and 10 OC restores, we're living the fucking dream. And my Satan, I've only gotten her 4 scrolled. But yeah, the 60% attack she gives is so godly. It's so good. Absolutely. Even if it lowers your defense, it doesn't matter. You're gonna die anyway. Do I hear a burn? And then last time I streamed, we got the change to where the chat box doesn't appear anymore, and my quests don't appear on screen anymore. You can like, we were able to change UI settings. Like we can turn off this, turn off that. It's been really clean, really nice. I think I'm going to go to Onigashima and go look at the black cat. Yeah, Satan's very much a glass cannon. This outfit's sick. No problem. So, oh, okay. The experience ticket dungeon on Hell only required 50 OC per run. I think it was like that last, was it last month it was like that? It's, anyway. Like that was a big deal, a big sale. Yeah, I'm on Ps5 right now. It's the same game. But if that ever comes again, if we ever get discounted energy on experience, like man, like technically I wasted a lot of money like 3-4 months ago if I would have waited, but at the same time it was the best decision. Yeah, like right now it costs us 170 Eurozus to get a Vanguard. But they could change it. If they changed it to 120, like look at this right now. If they change this from 170 to 120, at 170 this takes 340 tickets to get 2 scrolls. If this became 120, I would be able to get 3 Murakami scrolls in 360 Yozurus. Just by chance. Right now, I have enough Yorozu tickets saved up to get 3 scrolls on JP. As we are now, I mean, I'm barely able to get 2. So it's a big deal. Like, if Inuchio Broken Seal was in the exchange shop, like, for 120, I would get, like, these scrolls. I would absolutely do that. Like, realistically, if you wanted to roll now, like, let's say you wanted to get Fuma Kotaro, and you wanted to build up Yorozus for cheaper, because Yorozu build-up is going to be a lot cheaper on our platform for the next little bit, that would be an option to you. Like, if you were someone that wants to roll now but not later, you could save like $80 a Yozuru. $80 a Yozuru transaction. Like that would be a big brain investment, but also a big wallet investment. But that's really cool to me. Like right now, I have enough Yozus, whatever you want to call them, to get 3 scrolls of any Vanguard. That I would be able to. Like, you're on your way. Like Inuchio, this one, I have 1 scroll in. I would need 4 scrolls in any style to get it. I did like the amulet one. Spear. How does she use spear? I don't know. Like, that would be something I'd be tempted to use Yozurus on, would be Inuchio. Yes, I need enough Yozuru scrolls, that's right. I need more Ozurus. Even Toshi, you take 8. Like, when did I get a Toshi? Anyway. Like, that interests me a lot, the Yorozu. Holy fuck, I have a lot of this under hair ticket shit. So, like, I actually have an extra broken seal scroll. So, if the Yorozus were as they were, like RNJP right now, and I was able to get broken seal, I would get 3 scrolls of it right now. Just done. 5 scroll Toshi, I'd have fun. I'd have a waifu. Yeah, exactly. Like, Ho-Oh, it would be kind of the same, but I don't really like Ho-Oh. Like, I mean, I like Ho-Oh physically. But, you know what I mean? I have an extra Oda, extra Kirin. I got that the other day, actually. No, JP can't trade Vanguards, but they could make it so we could. It'd be fun. Do you know how much money they would make if they made it so that you could trade Vanguards? Like, you could sell Vanguards, but it has to be paid OC. And they give us a renaissance of merging consoles, and people just have a bunch of extra things in their inventory, waiting for this day. Do you know if they made it 300 OC a pop just to do it? Do you know how much they would make? They would make $150 for every person that wanted to 5 scroll a Vanguard from somebody else's inventory, or a collective of inventories, assuming they sold them for 300 minimum. If Cyberstep just implemented that and made it paid OC, they would fucking have their server running high, be floating. Maybe. Like, me personally, I have 4 extra Sasuke's, 11 extra Miyamotos. But I wouldn't, like, get rid of things that, in case they released an Awakening, I wouldn't get rid of them. You know what I mean? Like, if they were to tomorrow release an Oda Awakening, I wouldn't get rid of this Oda. Like, my Lancelot's already been awakened. These scrolls are meaningless to me. These Sasaki Kojiro scrolls, I saw them too. And so on. Like, generally I don't have a lot of Vanguards that are over cap. But in the case of Sasuke, Miyamoto, and Lancelot, I do. Oh, there you are. Look at you. Oh, I've been talking too long. How long is the stream? Almost 2 hours. Okay. Okay, so. In closing, what are your guys' thoughts about this merger? And if you watch this live stream late, please feel free to fill my comments up with your opinions, your thoughts, your insecurities, your everything. Like, please comment later, like how you feel, if you thought about something, anything at all, let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. But for those in the chat right now, like, how do you guys feel about this merger coming? Some highlighted points are Yozurus will most likely get cheaper. OC restores are probably going to be 10 OC, which is going to be wild. Nyankoropan should go up to 200 OC a roll, or a 5 roll. Should you get the KG outfit even though you don't have her? That is an investment. That's up to you. On one hand, do you like this outfit? I like this outfit a lot. If you really like it, now is probably the only time you will ever get to get it. It will probably never come back unless they just brought back this whatever event it is. Yeah, I just hope they know what they're doing too. I have bought some. You have like 3 heads. Holy shit, I haven't seen people wear accessories on their shoulders in a long fucking time. Oh my god, that scared me. If you really want it and you know that if KG comes back you'll get her, then buy it. You go positive on buying the package. You're going to get 5 tickets anyway. And it's just going to take up 1 slot in your inventory. If you want it, and if you ever get it, then get it. You're looking forward to it? Yeah. Like, I'm looking forward to it. It's good to hear, though. Now, another question for those that were here, because some of you guys have been here for like the whole stream, and I really appreciate it. Did you guys, this is kind of like a feedback thing, did you guys find that I had good insight on it, some things that I considered you guys hadn't considered? Do you think that helped shape your perspective of this merger, like the idea, the prospects of cheaper restores, Yozurus getting cheaper? Like, has that input helped change or shape your guys' view of this thing? Yep, they will. Yeah. And everyone's going to get a name ticket thing anyway. A name change ticket. And all the times on dungeons are going away. They're going to be reset, so it's more chances to get better times, you know. Or it's going to be a speedrunner fight for sure. Yeah, that's good to hear, Gunner. Good to hear, good to hear. Because I just woke up to this news and I'm like, I got to stream. I got to talk about that. I think it's going to be fun. I'm probably going to go make some really thin pork chops, fry them up for lunch, and have some of them. Oh, you thought they were going to merge and do nothing. Right, and someone beat his time, eh? But yeah, like that time's going to be gone. But realistically, like, it is just a merge, but in merging, we're going to get so many benefits. We're going to get the OC restores. We're going to get Yorozu changes. Maybe we'll be able to sell clothing in the bazaars. Things like that. Yeah. Like, for the speedrunners, like, it's going to be really fun. The fake one? I don't know. None of my concern. Oh, Divinity, you're late. JP Ps4 and North American Ps4 are going to be merging at the end of October. And this presents a lot of plus negatives. The pluses are we might get 10 OC restores. Yorozus might go down to 120 Yorozu tickets per Vanguard. We're going to get better login calendars. And we're going to get compensation. Because everything that JP gets, we're going to start getting. We're going to start getting the golden tits. We're going to start getting those G cups and not the little A cups we have to drizzle any kind of compensation out of. We're going to get the big mommy milkers of compensation. All the copium, all the good stuff. Vanguard selling's a pipe dream. But we've been talking about that for like fucking 8 years. Even before this game came out, we talked about that. One day I woke up. I was a child of 11 years old, and I said, fuck, it'd be great if we could do trade Vanguards. And Mom said, you don't swear. And I'm like, what's a Vanguard? I'm like, oh, fuck, whatever. And I just said, I'm going to go play outside. Right. So, oh, I know what you're doing. You're saying the thing. Yeah. The huge milkers and all that. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're going to get the good stuff. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. And there'll be new faces, new players. We might even find some people that play JP but they're English-speaking individuals. And they can come talk shit to us. Or whatever. It's going to be fun. It's like, in a One Piece perspective, it's like going from the Grand Line to the New World. Lawless City, where things are better. You know, like, it's going to be fun. It's going to be something to look forward to. I'm streaming way too early. Yeah, I have Fridays off. I didn't work this weekend. Yesterday was Truth and Reconciliation Day in Canada. So it was a day off because we did something, because people died a long time ago. So they gave us a day off today. And I told them, just wait till they find out about the dinosaurs. But anyway. So it caused a shitstorm at work. Here's a fun little story. I think the Kurenai plays on PC. I don't think they play on PS4. I'm fairly certain they're a PC player. Will Steam be merging too? Nothing set in stone. I'm really hoping that we just end up seeing a global merger at some point. Like, there's no reason why that can't happen in the future. But if it does happen, PC players are going to be fucking pissed. I mean, they're already pissed, but if they do that, like, if they were to do a merger between Switch, Steam, PS, and PS4, oh man, PC's livid. Because they said they couldn't do it. And here they are. And if that becomes the case, if we ever do see a Steam, Switch, PS4 merger, it's just going to be a bunch of lies. It will be that, it'll probably come out and say that, oh, well, we couldn't do it at the time, but we can do it now. Anyway. Yeah, it'd be really cool. Because, and I would look forward to a global server too, because I have so many new fans and friends on Steam and Switch that always get disheartened to learn that I'm on this other server. You know, like, I'd like to be able to go and help people do stuff and meet people and, you know, run with people and have fun. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, that said, I hope for the best. I hope at a bare minimum we get the Yorozus and the energy restores. Anything beyond that is just icing on our scrum diddly umptious mommy milker cheesecake of love. And if we get compensations and all that stuff, that's going to be great. Super, super good. Help me farm piercing stones. Okay, to get piercing stones, you're going to run the Tengu dungeon for Mephi, whatever that's called, Byakko Cavern. And you're going to get a bunch of centipede feelers, and you're going to use them, and you're going to make 7 treasure Magatamas, and you're going to break them down, and you're going to hope to get piercing stones. Other than that, you can go to Nishidera, 5-man hell in Kyoto. There's a bunch of them there, and get a lot of stuff. There's also Yakumo Shrine as well. You hit 127? Right on. You're not irrelevant anymore. Attaboy. Now, in the future, if we get 10 OC restores and 50 energy experience dungeon again, I'm 138 and more, boys. Like, that's fucking... That's a thank you to Cyberstep for, like, holy shit, man. Also, there is an OC campaign right now. For those that aren't aware, there is an OC campaign right now that I put in about $50, and that got me these black wings and the black mask. So, if people wanted during this month to build up your Rozus, just rolling for the new character or whatever, if you want to just build up your Rozus now for when your Rozu drop potentially happens to 120, it's a good time. It would be a good time to do it. Like, there is an OC campaign. If you just want to put in OC now, get some of those rewards, some of those tickets, those premium tickets, that's up to you. And you can roll now while things are cheaper and build up some of your Rozus for later. That's up to you. I don't think it's that big a deal because it's all really a gamble. I mean, if you're going to roll for something, you might as well roll for something you want. I wouldn't just roll to get your Rozus because that's semi-retarded. But they will have more value later. Like, if this merger comes to pass and we do see 120 Yozuru tickets, that's going to be wild. How much is that reward? It was 500 OC to get the wings and the mask. It was 500 OC for the wings and the mask. It got me like a bunch of SP tickets and stuff, I think. I think I have some tickets somewhere that I gotta use. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be awesome. I think the Japanese merger is gonna be fantastic. Because no matter what, like, my minimal is if we get 10 OC restores and we get 120 Yozuru tickets for Vanguard, it's a fucking win. It doesn't matter after that. I do have a summer ticket. Where do I use those? Here. Okay. Can I get a Dart Miyamoto? Fuck. You can spam 50s for me any day. No, it's not tomorrow. No. It's next month. It's right before November, right after Halloween. Double sevens? Oh my god! Oh my god! Fuck! Oh my god! Nice! I got a Yozuru ticket! Yeah! I don't get to see what it rolled. Daddy! Yay! Woohoo! Alright, you win. You fuck, Riku was in there. Why? No. That put me in a good mood. I gotta go back to that event. I gotta go like trade in my stuff. I thought it said go to another festival. I forgot that we can buy tickets and stuff. Like my login's been slipping too. Slacking. Let me move. Thank you. Yo, Fuma. What do you got, bud? Otsukaresan. Points deyo. Points. Points. Oh, excusez-moi. I do gotta get this surfboard sooner or later. I probably only need one, to be honest. You want to roll for Kotaro? Okay. Points. For fuck's sakes. Shopping plaza. You roll like 200? Dang. $200? Jeez. That's a lot of yozers, eh? Fuck's sakes. Alright, I got more tickets. Can I get a Riku, please? Ooh, my PS5 controller's blue. Why is it blue? Anyway. Oh, just like the balls. Riku, please. Riku. Please. Riku? Fuck. Oh well. Do we get Yozurus? No! We don't get Yozurus from this. Are you serious? Are we serious? You don't get any Yozurus from this stuff at all? Oh my god. Damn. You stingy. I want my tickets to give me Yozurus. I did get that confirmed platinum too. That is, if anyone doesn't know, this lineup, you will get one random platinum from this lineup at the end of it. I got a Kentucky, which was new for me, like not a maxed out one. Discount rolls though, I don't think I can afford that. I can't. No. Discount rolls would give you Yozuru tickets, which one you could send. No, I'm not rolling this. Holy fuck. No. I don't even care if it's discounted. I have all these things maxed out. No. What the fuck? Huh? What is this? Was she always here? Really? Did this change or am I blind? Fuck. Oguchi Makami. Was it always there? If that was Riku, I'd be all over this. Interesting. Oh, this comes with Yozuru. You're pretty sure? I must have rolled it because like the discount's gone. I must have rolled it. It was there the whole time? I didn't notice at all. Or maybe was there a discount on it? You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys a pro tip. If you don't know if there was a discount on something, just change your fucking character. It doesn't have a discount. Okay. Then I wouldn't have rolled it. Sure, let's go Opie. Opie, why won't you load? Where are you? No. No. It's probably just like giving me a disconnection error. It has been 2 hours, so I mean, if any of you guys didn't roll, then you'll know for sure. So if that's how this stream ends, that's how the stream ends. Yeah. Force of nature, yeah. Absolutely. Yorimitsu, like, yeah, I'll say this in as many times as I can. If we get Restores 10 OC and we get Yozuru 120, it's a good time. Yeah, it's an error. Okay. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Like I said before, let me know how you feel about this. You're 200 away from the guaranteed scroll. But earlier I said, like, if you guys have any comments, please post them in the chat later. Like, I'd like to see the comments. You're about 200 away from the guaranteed scroll from the campaign? What guaranteed scroll in the campaign? What are you talking about? Guaranteed scroll in the campaign? What? What guaranteed scroll? You need a power creep? I'm trying to look up this this guaranteed scroll. $300? Where's it? I need to see this because I looked at this and I didn't see this. What guaranteed scroll? Bug correction patch. Cumulative OC campaign. Where the fuck is that? What guaranteed scroll is this? $5,150? What? I don't see that on here. What? $5,150. I only see it go up to 5,000. At the very bottom. Oh, you mean a legendary? You mean a legendary ticket? You mean the legend? Oh, a legendary ticket. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, like if you spend 500, which is basically a Yozuru, a full. Is this some copium? I don't think it's copium. Yeah, you'll end up getting 4 limited tickets, 4 gacha tickets, and a legendary gacha ticket. So, yeah, a legendary gacha ticket is nice. However, if it would have stated 180 Yorozu tickets, we'd have a fucking deal right there. If 500 OC would have came with 180 Yorozus, fuck, that's a fucking good deal. But it's a legendary ticket. So a legendary ticket for you as a new player to PS4 means a hell of a lot more to you than it does to me. To me, a legendary ticket means my 20th Azura, Legendary ticket means Miyamoto number 22. It means Sasuke number 15. It means Oda 7. It means I'm going to get something I don't have maxed out again. Like, legendary tickets to me, last time a legendary ticket has been good to me was when it gave me, like, Oda Nobunaga. Like, that was the last time it was good to me. But yes, there is a guaranteed platinum in there, but it's a random platinum. It could be Izuna. It's the mystery bucket. I mean, if you're going to, like, in my opinion, if you're going to spend the money anyway, go for it. If you're only spending money to get the legendary ticket, it's not worth it. Because that can just be scroll 6 to someone you don't even use. Like, OC campaigns, there's two ways of looking at it. There's, I'm going to buy this pack because it comes with a really cool outfit thing for 500. Right? That's nice. That you got it for it. Now, if I were to reach 800, I now get an outfit change swimsuit for Kotaro. I don't have Kotaro. And then you get a whole bunch of tickets and a whole bunch of stuff, and Ogi extraction ticket at 200. Like, I'd only really worry about this stuff in here if you're going to spend it anyway. Also, this campaign ends October 12th, which means there is a potential for us to get an update October 13th / October 12th, which is 11 days from now. There is a good chance that we can get an update on October 12th. There's a chance we might not. But if we do get an update October 12th, and I'll make a stream then, I'm going to let everybody know that whatever that is only going to be a 14-day update. Should that come to pass, that we get an update on the 12th, we will only have 16 days of that update, whatever it will be. Yeah. But all I meant there was that, like, your Roads of Exchange is a guaranteed Vanguard of your choice. Legendary ticket is a gamble. Now, I mean, if you're going to pay to gamble, I mean, then you're just gamble-inception, but, you know, you do you. If you're going to spend that OC anyway, by all means. If you're not going to spend it, then so be it. Okay, so... my game crashed a while ago. I'll see you guys later. Hey Silica, how you doing? I'm about to end this stream. Make it ice knowledge max. Hopefully it's a shit update, whatever it is. I might be off during October though. I put in for a lot of time off this month, so that'd be cool. So name the number of things that will go wrong with server merging. 1, spilled coffee. I mean, yeah, having all your eggs in one bucket, whatever, but it hasn't happened yet. The potatoes are still safe. Okay, so I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna go cook up some pork chops, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. And if I'm feeling like it, I might do a Genshin stream later. Like, I might play the new event that's been going on. And I was asked to do a bit of a showcase of my build, because I put out a video last week where I just, like, one-shot Tartaglia, basically, like, without really doing anything with Raiden. Like, it was a big number for me. I just, like, what's up, bitch? He died. So I learned that Tartaglia is 300k HP. But I was asked to do, like, an artifact showcase, so I might do that. I might just showcase my characters and just say, like, where I need to improve, where I feel like I'm good, and, talk about that. I have been working on my Jean for the past like week. Oh fuck, she's better. My Jean is so good now. Like she's like 4 out of 5 artifacts good. And I'm being really like pissy about my 4th artifact because it could be better, but I keep getting shit on. But it's decent. But it could be better. So, like last time when I did Spiral Abyss, like I never updated my Jean build in like the entirety since I've had Jean. Like I farmed artifacts for Jean once and I just used them. My Jean is now twice as strong as she used to be. Like hands down. I've been using an attack headpiece for fucking 9 months on Jean. I don't have an attack headpiece anymore. So that'll be exciting. So I might do that after I eat. We'll see how the day goes. But yeah, really go. Oh, real quick. Okay. What are the implications of the server merging? I know OC will be more expensive, but is there anything extra? Okay, so I've said this like 20 times, and don't take that as an insult or a sign of aggravation, because I'll happily say it again. Yes, so the implications of the server merging, at the basic point, it is, yes, OC rolling will probably be 200 OC per 5 roll and 50 OC per single roll. Oh well. Most people already have their vanguards anyway. It's not that big a difference. The greater implications are we're going to get cheaper OC restores, or else the game will die. If they leave OC restores at 30, game's going down the shitter immediately. Because JP players, Taiwan players, they won't put up with that shit. They're not going to restore when things cost 3 times their regular price. And in terms of Taiwan, like 4 times the price, right? So that's the biggest implication. If we get 10 OC restores, God is great, the beer is good, and Onigiri is amazing. Also, the other implication is that our Yorozu price will drop from the 180 it takes now to get Yorozu characters from the exchange down to 120, which saves $80 off the 560 it used to cost to get a Yorozu ticket maxed out. So that's going to be wild. The example I gave earlier, I have 360 Yorozus on my account. I am able to get 2 scrolls of something and have 20 left over. If it drops down to 120, I'm able to get 3 scrolls of something immediately. That's meaty, goodness. This also means with OC restores getting cheaper, things like Tempest, Kotanoa mags become easier to farm, Horse mags, because energy restores are more plentiful, Purgatories become more accessible, your money will go a lot further than it once was, 3 times in fact, if we get those OC restores. Other than that, all the dungeon ranking times will be reset, so there's a new chance for speedrunners to have their hat at that. Because maybe somebody got a time due to a fluke, due to a glitch, due before a balance patch, whatever. So it's open season to do all the time trials again. RTA gets removed. If, let's say, there was a Silica J on JP and there's a Silica J on US, if an instance occurs where you both have the same name, they're going to add an epithet, like a little thing, a disclaimer at the end that's going to say US or JP on the name of a character that have the same name. That's going to happen. Titles will probably be reset the day of to accommodate for everything. The other implications, we said a lot, I can't remember. Bazaars might get better, we might be able to trade clothes, we might not be able to. It's pretty much basically the main things you want to look forward to are OC restores and yes, it will, because we'll be JP Ps4. Absolutely. Things will cost 1/3 the amount if we get OC restores. Absolutely. Yep. And more people will be inclined to do so because they'll they're presented with $1 versus $3 for something. So that's the main implications. The main thing is OC restores might get cheaper. They should get super cheaper. Prices will change in the shop for items. And your Rozus will be worth more, hopefully. And anything that requires energy will become 3 times easier to farm for the exact value that they used to cost. So Horse Mags, Kotanoa Mags, Tempests, the energy components of those craftings will be easier. So that said, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you all for your questions. If anything, remember, please leave a comment after giving your thoughts about the whole situation. I'd love to hear everything about it, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully they make Onigiri great again.